Hey, how you doing, everyone? It's Yoga with Dave Rennie. That's me. It is class number 106. It's really nice to be back. I was in these things last week, the mountains of Mallorca, walking, trekking, and it was really beautiful to get some sun. And everybody, since I've come back, everyone's like, "Oh, you're not very brown, mate." I was like, well, I had factor 50 on, and I'm working on my walker's tan, which is usually, lines around the arms, lines around the socks, and a bit of a brown head. But we'll get there. It's only March, right? Yeah. So I had a really lovely week away. I miss you guys. Carolina, my colleague and beautiful friend, covered for me last week, and she is amazing, isn't she? And she offers something very different to me, and I think that's really, really good to kind of mix your style up a little bit and to practice with different teachers and to get different ideas and to go through different flows and stuff like that. I think it's lovely to have different people to come along and to teach, and I'm really honored to have her there. So thank you if you joined, and I hope you enjoyed that class. Hopefully she's going to do another sound bath for the virtual village hall at some point in the future as well. That'd be really nice. But today it's me. Old Muggins is back, and we will do a little bit of yoga, bit of pranayama, bit of breath work, and we'll just see how we get on. We'll kind of flow through it today and just be super curious about your practice. Just thank yourself for making it this far. Jackie, that's absolutely fine. You do this later. The thing is good about this stuff is it's all recorded, it's all online. Go to Facebook and it's all there, so you can do this at any time. If you can do it now, though, this is where it's juicy. Live. Do it live. But you don't have to, obviously. So I'm just going to move the camera just a little bit. Let me do this. We're going to start by seated. So if you want to, you are more than welcome to, sit in a chair for this part, or sit cross-legged like I am, or sit up against a wall, or you could even prop yourself up. All right, you can do that. Good, Louise, you get your mat out. At this point, you don't need it, but that's good. Irene's here as well. So what I'd like you to do, something very simple. Bring your left hand onto your heart. Bring your right hand onto your belly. All right, sit nice and tall. Find some length in your spine. So what I mean there is we're not kind of sat like this, where this is probably our I guess a posture that we find a lot of the time. The shoulders slope forward a little bit. It's hard for us to breathe into it. Draw some length into your spine. This isn't too physical, but really feel your connection of your hand on your heart and your hand on your belly. And then if it feels comfortable, close your eyes. How does that feel? It feels different, doesn't it, when you close your eyes? And then just breathe. Breathe in a natural rhythm for you. No need to do anything in particular. And you just work with a breath that feels good for you right now. And probably as you inhale, you feel your belly expand into that right hand. And then as you exhale, you feel the belly fall back towards the spine. Stay super relaxed through the face. And just be curious about how your breath feels in your body. And as we stay here in stillness at the start of the class, just a little bit of time to reflect, maybe on your day or on your week, maybe the circumstances of your life. Just be super kind to yourself. Banish any negative thoughts. They can come later, right? In this 45 minutes, then you're just being compassionate. Maybe you've noticed the breath start to slow down and feel a little bit more nourishing. What I'd like you to do is just take 2 more complete rounds. And then when you've taken that second long exhale, then you can release your hands, bring them onto your knees, and then bring your palms so they face up. Maybe have a little wriggle through your spine, but keep that noble posture, where the spine is nice and long and the shoulders are relaxed. It's just proper yoga, right? That's how yogis sit. Yeah. Take a couple more breaths. Beautiful. And then just begin to move your head. Think about your nose. Draw circles with it. So right at the tip of your nose, inhale as the head comes up. And exhale as the chin just falls down. Breathe into any tight spots. Breathe into any parts of the body that need nourishment. Come back to center slowly and gently, and then just swap it out. Come back the other way. Keep breathing. So remember, with all this, you can do this sat against a wall or in a chair. You don't have to be on the floor, on your mat. And then just one more complete circle. And inhale, come all the way back to center. And a full exhale. Nice, everyone. Really beautiful start. Really beautiful start. Let's do 3 rounds of this beautiful breath, which is Nadi Shodhana. Right hand will be up, left hand will be down. Block off your right nostril with your thumb. Take a deep inhale through your left. Close off your left with your little finger. Exhale through your right. Inhale through your right. Close off right with the thumb. Exhale through your left. So there's one round. Inhale left. Switch. Exhale right. Inhale right. Switch. Exhale left. Final round. Inhale through the left. Close it off. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close it off. Final time. Exhale through the left. And then bring the right hand down. Breathe through both nostrils. Notice the effects of your practice so far, coming up to 10 minutes. A little twist from here, then we'll move a little bit more. So we'll do this. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Stretch up here. Don't worry, I'm going to move further back later on in the class, but really stretch up. So my arms are quite wide here, Imagine like you're holding onto a ball. And then as you exhale, just twist over to the right. Bring your left hand on your knee, right knee, and then the right hand behind. So inhale here, we find length. Exhale, we just twist just a little bit. Twisting over to the right. Every inhale, find length. Every exhale into your twist. One more like that. Deep inhale. And a full exhale. And then same thing. Inhale, come back to center. Go nice and wide with the arms. Exhale to the left. So right hand this time comes on the left knee. So here's the first moment. Inhale, we find length. We sit tall with that noble spine. Exhale, we just twist on the axis of the spine. So nice deep inhale. A full exhale. Think about the crown of your head and the root of your body. Draw a line all the way down. Nice deep inhale. Full exhale. I think we've got one more in us, haven't we? So nice deep inhale. And a full exhale. Come all the way back to center. Bring the hand onto your knees, shrug your shoulders just a little bit. You don't even have to think about this. Just bring a little bit of movement in. Maybe roll the shoulders back a few times, maybe forwards a few times. Whatever feels good, bring that movement into your body. Beautiful. And then if you're sat on a chair, or if you prop yourself up against a wall, probably time to come onto your yoga mat. I don't think I need to move the camera. Do I need to move the camera? Yeah, just a little bit. All right, great stuff, really nice. So come onto all fours on your mat. Do that nice and slowly if you're not there already. Set yourself up, have your knees right underneath your hips and then spread out through your fingers. Here we go, cat and cow, very, very beautiful movement and really great for warming the spine up. And it's nice and simple. So inhale, drop your belly down, lift your head and your heart. As you exhale, round into your spine. Inhale forward. Exhale round. So you've got the movement. Inhaling, exhaling. We'll be here for maybe about another 30 seconds to a minute. So just move in your own rhythm. Inhale, spine elongates, head and the heart lift. Exhale, rounding into the spine. Two more in your own time. Then inhale, come back to center. Split your knees wide, bring your big toes together. And then bring your sit bones back towards your heels. You have to get here, that's great, not a problem. Maybe you can find a little bit more length in the spine just by stretching the arms forward. And just take some nourishing breaths here in child's pose. Just a really beautiful way to stretch out the spine. Nice gentle stretch into the hips. And it might not feel that gentle, you know. Sometimes it can feel quite restrictive coming into child's pose. So kind of, you know, move it around a little bit. If you feel that stuckness in the body and it doesn't feel that comfortable, then, you know, shift about and express yourself and find a position that feels good for you. You know, be gentle though, but you certainly don't have to be still here. Nice. And then from here, with the hand stretched out in front, pull yourself back to all fours. Beautiful. I'm just going to scratch my eye. Excuse me. All right. Nice. From here, we're going to do that cat and cow movement again, but we're going to use the leg. Okay. So we're going to stretch one of the legs out. So we kind of come into more of like a little crunch of a curl. So a little bit more of an ab work here, but not too strenuous. So as you inhale, stretch the right leg back, lift your head and your heart. So here's the inhale. As you exhale, round your spine, same thing. Bring your knee just towards your nose or your chin. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, round it in. One more time. Nice deep inhale. And then a full exhale. Nice. And then stretch the right leg back. Bring the right toes onto the floor. Nice. Beautiful. Breathe deeply here. Nice deep inhales. Full exhales. Bring the left hand into the center of your mat and inhale just up through the right arm. Nice. And then we're going to make this a little bit dynamic. So every inhale, find length. Really press the fingertips up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, just find this little curl through. So the right arm goes through the left. So that's your movement. Inhale up. Exhale down. Maybe look towards the left hand or the left-hand side of the room. Inhale up. Exhale. You feel that twist into the upper back, into the shoulder. Inhale up. Exhale down. Two more. Inhale. exhale. Final time, inhale and exhale. This time, just bring the right hand down towards the left. Split the hands nice and wide. Come back to all fours. Move through 4 rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, drop the belly down. Lift your head and your heart. Exhale, round your spine. Inhaling. Exhale. 2 more like that. Feel the movement of the spine like a wave. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Bring the left hand again into the center of your mat and then stretch the right leg back again. But this time, turn the right toes out to the long edge of your mat and then inhale the right arm up. So just a little bit different here in an adapted side angle pose. Sorry, adapted side plank pose. Nice deep inhales. Full release and exhales. Maybe you can roll that right shoulder back just a little bit more. 1 more. Nice deep inhale. And a full exhale. Come back to all fours. Separate the knees. Walk the hands forward and come into melting heart pose. So keep the hips nice and high. Bring your forehead down onto the floor. And breathe life in between the shoulder blades. Sinking the heart down. Remember, you can just maybe come onto the chin. But be gentle. I always prefer the forehead. Deep inhales, full release and exhales here. Again, you can move around a little bit if you want, but try and keep the arms lifted. Breathe into the upper body. You breathe into the shoulders. Nice. And then just take 2 more complete rounds of breath. And when you're ready, slowly walk the hands back towards the shoulders, press into one hand, walk the other hand back, press into the other. So we're back here in all fours. Beautiful. So we're going to start that little sequence on the other side. So set up from all fours. We're going to do that cat and cow by lifting the leg and then crunching the left knee in towards the chin. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe tuck the navel back towards the spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round everything in. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. This time, stretch the left leg back. Bring the right hand into the center of your mat. Steady yourself here. Inhale. Sweep up through that right arm. Deep inhales, full exhales. And then on the next inhale, really stretch out through the fingertips. As you exhale, sweep the left arm down under through the right. So it's the same movement just on the other side. Inhaling up. Exhale down. Spread out through the right fingertips to provide a firm base. Inhale up. Exhale down. 3 more. Inhaling up. Exhale through. Inhale up. Exhale through. Final time. Inhale up. And exhale, come through. Then bring the left hand all the way down to meet the right and then come back to all fours. Beautiful. Move through 3 rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, drop your belly down. Lift your head and your heart. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale back to center. And then we're going to move into that side plank, which is just the adapted side plank. So right hand somewhat in the center of your mat. Stretch out through the left leg. So the left leg is long. Turn the left toes out to the left-hand side of your mat. And then inhale the right arm up. Really seal the front and the side edge, sorry, the inner edge and the outer edge of your foot, that left foot. And the toes are pointing to the left. You're down on the right shin and the right knee. Inhaling and exhaling. Really feel that expansiveness. Feel the stretch through the left shoulder. Draw a line from the right fingertips to the left fingertips. Maybe look up. maybe it's safer to look down. One more deep inhale. As you exhale, bring the left hand down to meet the right. Split your knees nice and wide. Come into that extended child's pose again. Breathe in deeply. And then in your own time, take one more complete round of breath. And then when you're ready, come all the way back onto all fours. Beautiful, really nice. Yeah, there's a lot of nice work there through the spine, through the shoulders. So we're going to move it on just a little bit. So what I'd like you to do is, see if you can do this, tuck your toes under. We're going to do one more thing down here. Remember, if you ever need to pad your knees out, please do that with a blanket or a cushion or one of the little squidgy blocks if you've got one. So you're going to come up here. We're going to do a little bit of dynamic work. So we're going to sweep the arms up and down. So coming onto our toes is really important, so you've got enough room to do that. So I'll show you the movement. Here's your inhale. Here's your exhale. Inhale, exhale. And then just get into it. Kind of swoosh it down. Inhale, expand. Exhale down. You can breathe out through the nose or the mouth. Nice, powerful breaths. And on the exhale, think about releasing anything that's not necessary. Anything you're holding on to doesn't serve you. Three more. Then inhale up. And then come onto the tops of your feet. So untuck the toes. As you exhale, sweep the arms down nice and wide. Do that slowly and gently. And then eventually we're going to be on our shins with the palms face forward. And then back to where we started. Left hand on the heart, right hand on the stomach. Maybe close your eyes. And then just notice the effects of your practice halfway through the class. Notice how you feel. Check in with any changes. Thank yourself for turning up and to bring in your energy and your figure and your awareness. So much going on here. Beautiful, nice. Back to all fours, bring the hands down. And then what we're going to do, we're going to tuck your toes under and come into your first downward facing dog. So I encourage you to do this really gently. Lengthen out through the arms. Keep a generous bend in the knees maybe, and then just pedal the knees backwards and forwards. Breathe nice and deeply. Deep inhales. Full release and exhales. Let your head be really loose. Maybe close your eyes. Soften your jaw. You know, you might kind of open your mouth a little bit. Maybe you shake your head, yes, no, up and down, whatever feels good. Maybe some neck circles. Beautiful. Nice. And then from here, I'd like you to bend into your knees even deeper, get nice and springy as much as you can, and then step to the top of your mat. And do that in as many steps as feels good for you. I just step first my right and my left. From here, with the hands just dangling, roll all the way up. Come to stand in Tadasana. So think about how we stood at the start, you know, when we were seated at the start. Think about that kind of posture. So lengthen the spine, shoulders relax, loads of room to breathe into here. Beautiful, nice. All right, let's flow a little bit. Inhale, sweep your arms up. As you exhale, fold in nice and deep. So fold down at the waist, nice. Inhale, draw some length into your spine. Come up nice and high, maybe above the knees today. Lengthen your spine. Just gaze straight down to the top edge of your mat. As you exhale, fold in deep. As you inhale, sweep the arms up, either like I'm doing, nice and narrow, or nice and wide, your choice. And then exhale, hands to heart center. So we'll just do that a few times. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Keep a generous bend in the knees as you come down. Inhale, come up nice and high. Gaze in pose, flat back. Exhale, fold in. And then press into your feet, root to rise, come all the way up. As you exhale, frame your hands to heart center. 3 more like that with the breath. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Nice. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold in deep. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Really working with the breath now. Let it drive the movements. 1 more. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Nice. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold in deep. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice. Pause here. This time with the hands at heart center in Anjali Mudra. Press the fingertips together, press the palms together. Maybe close your eyes. And then bring your awareness to the soles of your feet. And then slowly bring your awareness right up to the crown of your head. What are you feeling? What do you need in this final third of the class? Beautiful. Nice. Stay where you are, but keep your feet nice and wide. So maybe just separate the feet just a little bit. I've got an itchy eye, excuse me. You know, when you start itching your eye and it gets itchier. I've got to stop doing that. I'm going to face you guys. I'm going to itch my eye 1 more time. And then what we're going to do, we're going to swing the body open. So the feet are nice and wide. And then the right hand is on the heart. Inhale left to the left with the left hand. Exhale to the right. So you just swap. So you got the movement. Inhale left, exhale right. But keep the feet planted. So the movement comes from the torso and it's mainly in the hips. Just a little movement from side to side. So it's a... Have a little bit of fun with it. Let the head just go with the movement. Inhale left, exhale right. You can make the movement a little bit more dynamic. And when I say dynamic and the breath dynamic, I mean, you know, just go with it. Don't push it too far. But if you've got a lot of energy, then feel free just to kind of work at a pace that feels good for you. But a nice intention in the breath. Just a little bit longer. This is all about using the energy that you've created so far. A couple more times either side. Then let the hands go really loose. Let the arms go really loose. Just swing side to side. Oh, nice. And then on an inhale, bring the palms so they're face forward. Maybe step the feet in just a little bit. Full exhale. Do that 1 more time. Deep inhale. And a full exhale. Beautiful. Nice. If you're not there, come back to the top of your mats. Have your feet together or keep them about hip width apart. And then we're just going to move through a little bit more flow. So kind of building on stuff that we've worked on so far, you'll see some stuff that is similar. Inhale, sweep the arms up. As you exhale, fold in deep. Inhale, lengthen, come up halfway. As you exhale, plant your palms and then step the right foot back, drop the right knee, take a couple of breaths here. Make sure the left knee and the left ankle are lined up. And really lengthen out, maybe come right up onto the fingertips to find length in the spine. Maybe you want to come up here and make a basket grip over the left thigh. So loads of choices. If you want to move a little bit more, you can sweep the arms up above the head, Draw them back, maybe clasp the hands, and maybe move side to side a little bit. Your choice. Deep inhales, full releasing exhales. Take one more deep inhale. And then as you exhale, bring your hands down, frame the left foot, and then step that right foot so the knee is lifted. So you're nice and long through that right leg. Bring the right hand into the center of the mat a little bit more. Inhale, sweep your left arm up. And keep nice and strong. If this feels too strong for you, do it this way. And you just got the right shin down on the floor and the right knee down. So your choice. Take one more deep inhale. As you exhale, bring the left hand back. Nice. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Take an inhale. Come into your first plank here. So press into the outer edges of your feet. Remember, if this feels too much, do this. Drop the knees down. There's still a tremendous amount of work going on here. Otherwise, take 2 more rounds of breath. Nice. One more. And then everyone's going to drop their knees down. Keep your elbows tucked in by your body. As you exhale, lower all the way down onto your belly. Then take an inhale. Scoop your chest forward. Come into your first cobra pose. So the elbows are tucked in. You don't have to come up this high. You can be lower. As you exhale, when you're ready, lift your hips. Come into downward facing dog. Second time we've been here. Breathe it out. Nice deep, rich inhales. And full releasing exhales. Deep inhale. And full exhale. Nice. From here, walk your hands back towards your feet. Nice and slowly. So you're right at the back of your mat. Feet are nice and wide. Hang on to opposite elbows. And then just sway here, side to side. And then you can stay here if you want, or if you want to clasp your hands in a fist behind your back, you can do that. And then lift the arms away from your back and get into the shoulders a little bit. Your choice. Don't push it too far. Breathe deeply. Take one more round of breath wherever you found yourself. As you exhale, everyone's going to bring their fingertips down onto the floor. When you're ready, inhale, sweep the arms narrow or wide, come all the way up. The movement we've been doing, all class. As you exhale, hands to heart center. And then just a little bit of awareness and perception. So you can do this with a soft gaze, or you can do this with your eyes closed. Have a quick look at the front of your mat, and then maybe close your eyes and just walk forward, but do it really slowly. As you do it, feel all 4 corners of your feet. Try and keep your feet in line with the long edges of your mat. And then when you're ready, you think you're about there, open your eyes, have a quick look down at your feet, and you should be somewhere near the top of your mat. If you walked off your mat, that's all good. We don't mind. All right, let's do the other side. Inhale, sweep the arms up. As you exhale, fold in deep. Inhale, lengthen, come up halfway. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, hands down. This time, step the left foot back, drop the left knee. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Or bring the hands onto the thigh, or stay low. Clasp your hands. You can have a little bit of movement side to side. I'll leave it up to you, but wherever you are, low lunge, right knee, right ankle in line, really root down through the 4 corners of the right foot. But I always find the back foot's important as well, so I press the top of the back foot into the floor, and then I feel stable, and then maybe I want to close my eyes and really feel that deep stretch into the left-hand side of my hips. Maybe the hip flexor wants to open out a little bit. If I'm wobbling around, that's all good. Nice. When you're ready, if you're not there already, inhale, sweep your arms up. As you exhale, bring your hands down. Nice. And then we're going to do that little side bend, little twist. Left hand in the center of your mat. Lift the toes, lift the knee, sweep the right arm up. Draw the right knee into the center line. Nice deep inhales. Full releasing exhales. Really strong through that back left leg. Maybe look up, maybe look down. Wherever you are, take one more complete round of breath. Nice, everyone. As you exhale, bring the right hand down. Frame the right foot, step it back. Inhale here to find some length back into plank. As you exhale, lift your hips, come into downward facing dog. Take 2 rounds of breath. Deep inhale. Full exhale. One more like that. Deep inhale. And a full exhale. Final time we're going to do this. Bend the knees, hinge the hips, up between the hands. Gently bring yourself to the top of your mat. Any way that feels good. Line your feet up. Inhale, come up halfway. As you exhale, folding deep. Now really press into your feet. Root to rise, come all the way up. As you exhale, hands to heart center. Nice. Come into the center of your mat. We've already done this from a kneeling position. Now we're going to do it from standing. So we're going to sweep the arms up and down. It's called paint the aura. The only thing really to remember here is to have a nice generous bend in the knees just to protect your spine. Don't push it too far. Do not throw your back out on this one. Okay. So we're going to inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, exhale. Four more. Inhale up. Exhale, come all the way down. Hands to heart center. I'm going to face you guys, but stay exactly where you are. Let the breath settle. And then again, settle your left hand on your heart, right hand on your stomach. Maybe close your eyes. And again, just check in the final 10 minutes of the class. Again, see where your practice is taking you. Notice where you are. So we're going to do one little balance and then we'll be down on our backs for the rest of the class. So remember, with a balance, if you want to use the wall next to you, that's absolutely fine. It's not a problem. The way that I find balancing becomes a little bit easier if I gaze down at one spot. So I always pick somewhere just in front of me, maybe about a foot in front, maybe 2 foot. And then I'm just concentrating. It's like a soft gaze. I'm not laser focused, but I'm not looking around and I'm trying to keep the balance that way. So we're going to balance on the right foot first of all. So really spread out through the right toes. It's called a drishti point. So find your gaze point, your drishti, and then bring your hands onto your hips and then see if you can just lift up through that left knee. So you're building a lot of strength in the hips here, hamstrings, glutes. You can stay here if you want. If you wanted to make a basket grip and hug that knee in just a little bit more, feel free to do that. That's all we're going to do. Deep inhales, full exhales. One more like that. Deep inhale and a full exhale. And then just gently lower your leg down. Give your legs a good shake out. And then we'll do the same thing. So hands on your hips. Have a look down at your feet. Spread out through your left toes. Lift up through your right knee. And breathe deeply here. So I'll leave it up to you. You can stay here if you want. You can grab around the right knee, hug the right knee in. You might feel this into your outer right hip. I certainly do after walking in Mallorca for a week. Tightening my body up. Nice. Take 2 more rounds of breath. And then when you're ready, bring your leg down. Give your legs a really good shake out. Shake them, shake them. Shake your shoulders a little bit. Shake your hands. Get rid of anything in your body that you need to. Any kind of like tightness or stuckness. Maybe sigh out through the mouth. Beautiful. And then we're going to come down into our final position, Shavasana. So we're going to lie down on our backs. Let's just all hug our knees in towards our chests before we do our final resting position. Have a little rock around. Maybe open the knees out a little bit. Get into the inner hips. Maybe you keep the knees together and just guide the knees around in circles. Anything that you need to do here. You can always drop the knees to either side a little bit. Whatever you kind of want to bring into your practice. Nice. And then when you're ready,
Lengthen your legs all the way down your mat. Let your feet fall open. If you want to put on some extra clothes here, still a little bit chilly around, isn't it? So make sure you're super comfortable. If you've got a blanket, that's great. Make yourself maybe 10% more comfortable than you already are. And then just a couple of minutes here, just totally relaxing, letting it all go. And this probably is the most important time of your class, just to let everything integrate. Really gently, in your own time, in your own way. Begin to bring a little bit of movement back into your body, or a lot. It's up to you. I always start with my fingers and my toes, and then I always feel inclined just to stretch everything out. I always yawn at this point as well. Oh. Hug your knees in towards your chest. And then we'll come to a seated position. Do any way that you want. I always like to grab behind my thighs, and then I'm just rolling up nice and gently. Really beautiful work, everyone. I'm going to come a little bit closer to the camera. Fantastic job today. Let's sit back where we started in Sukhasana. This is easy pose, but remember, it ain't that easy. So you can always sit up against the settee. Draw some length back into your spine, relax your shoulders. And then how we started, left hand on the heart, right hand on the stomach. Close your eyes if it feels safe. Notice the effect of your practice. Ultimately, thank yourself for turning up. Give yourself a little hug. And then bring your hands to heart center. And then just with a wholehearted bow, wish yourself well, wish everybody else well. Maybe somebody that needs your love and your care, your energy. With a wholehearted bow. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining today. It was really lovely to be back. Whether you watched it live or you watched it on catch up, it's all good. Yoga is the way forward, everyone. I'll be back next week. I'll be doing a little bit more of this. There's so much that we can do. There's such a vast array of teachings that we can look at. But yeah, we'll kind of spin off somewhere else next week. And remember, if you ever want to put any request in at the start, feel free to do that. I want to do a child's pose, or I could really do a pigeon, or whatever it is. Just whack it in at the start. I'll remind you next week, and I'm more than happy to kind of thread your requests into classes as well, just to make sure that I'm serving you guys as well. Yeah, right. I'm going to go. Nice to see you all, everyone. Thank you to the Virtual Village Hall for their amazing work, and also for hosting me and all the other amazing teachers. And I will catch up with you guys next week. Bye.